Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so I got 3 minutes to talk because I got another video uploading, but I just want to let everybody know a couple things. Andre Drummond is expected to entertain the Dallas Mavericks in free agency. I like it. They already got Derek Lively. They picked up Rashawn Holmes, and now they're going to try to make a move for the center here. Drummond. I think the Lakers are also looking at Drummond as well. I've heard a lot of talk about Drummond returning to LA. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world for him to go to either one of them places. Both of those places could use a center. I think the Lakers probably want a little more of a defensive center, not so much offensive based, since we need kind of compliments for Anthony Davis. Although maybe I'm looking at the wrong way, given the fact that Anthony Davis has had some issues scoring the ball consistently. So maybe they do want an offensive center next to him, but I just have a different idea in my head. But nevertheless, it looks like he's going to be headed to the Dallas Mavericks if this holds up. And I think it's a good thing because Dallas was so devoid of size last year. They're so devoid of talent at the center position. They've been running Dwight Powell out there for the last 15 years. It seems like playing average, even though the stats tell you he's like amazing. I don't really know how that equates. The stats don't tell you he's amazing, but the advanced stats tell you he's like awesome. I don't get it. He sets really good screens, offensive rebounds, stuff like that. So I don't know that he's going to be resigning with the Dallas Mavericks for the very first time. It looks like they're finally going to move on to a center that could actually do something for them. So that's what this is. They're loading up on bigs, and I think it's a good idea, especially if they're going to bring back Kyrie Irving and of course Luka Doncic. It's going to need some centers. They're going to need rim protection, and we killed them for not having it. We killed them for tanking the Chicago game that would allow them to make the play-in tournament game if they would have won it. But ultimately, I think they've had a really good offseason. I think they've had one of the better off seasons of any team, trying to address specific needs that were just egregious in nature. Not having a center was awful for them. Not being able to guard the paint was awful for them. Not being able to score in the paint was awful for them. Drummond is going to help them score in the paint. Rashawn Holmes and Lively are going to help them defend the paint. And the Dallas Mavericks aren't going to be funny anymore. That's what I'm here to tell people. The Dallas Mavericks core of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic ain't going to be as funny no more, because now they have some pieces in place that should make their paint a bit more protected. And that's really what they needed the most. Now those guys can go out there, 2 stars, and wreak havoc. Learn their synergy, have a training camp together. Max is in place to help defend. Hell, if I were them, I'd try to get Dorian Finney-Smith back. I really would. I would want that piece back. It was a mistake letting him go, but you had to do so to get Kyrie. I would try to bring him back. There's no reason not to. If you got the money to get him, bring him, put him next to Max. I like the idea of having Tim Hardaway, a shooter, an elite shooter next to them, but I think you can turn him into a less expensive shooter. Maybe that's not the move. I don't want to overthink this in regards to Dallas. That's a really good piece, but they had him out for a year the year before last, and last year he was like, and he's on a very expensive contract. So if I'm Dallas, I want the flexibility that comes with letting him go, and I think there may be some teams that will be interested in his services. So that's pretty much all I have the time to speak on, but I appreciate everybody for letting BDF go. As long as I did. BDF44. Thank y'all for watching.